Here's some things I can't wait to see in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, this video did get a little weird as I was making it, because it started off about stuff we know about, but I want more information of, and then it just kind of turned into a wish list. You'll see what I mean. So let's start off with Yamper's evolution. We know it exists, we've seen it, and that's why I can't wait for it. That looks like a really cool dog Pokemon, and it's going to be electric inspired, and it's just going to be a baller. We are looking at like the silhouette of one of the best designed dog Pokemon potentially in Pokemon. But another reason why I want to see Yamper's evolution so badly is because Yamper missed the mark for me. That when I and pretty much everyone else heard that there was going to be a UK inspired Pokemon region, the first thought was, oh my god, I can't wait for our Corgi Pokemon. Now, a lot of people love Yamper, but for me, the face ruins it, because there's no muzzle. It looks more like a pug than it does a Corgi, and even from like some of the other angles, what is that abomination? Now, the body, that is adorable Corgi. The color scheme is kind of weird and unexpected, and it has a butt or heart on its butt, but you know what? I'll take those things. Also, the eyes are kind of strange. So, I mean, they went for some really wild design on it, but overall, it just kind of doesn't have like that cool dog face that you would expect, and because of it, not really excited. However, it looks like those sins have been rectified in the evolution, and one day they'll reveal it. I mean, Yamper was revealed alongside Impidimp at the E3 demo, but we haven't even seen Impidimp officially revealed, so one day. Now, another thing that I really want to see is more of that spooky forest, and my wish actually kind of came true at the beginning of September with the trailer that revealed camping as well as 2 new Pokemon, because as we get the reveal for Poltegeist in the Japanese trailer, we're in the spooky forest, and it does not disappoint. Now, I do want to see like more route gameplay and actually experiencing it inside of it, but I don't think we're going to get that until the games come out. Also, is this 2 forests? Because if you actually look at the map for Galar, it seems like there's one near the starting area, and then one near a gym that's north of B or Alistair's gym. So, I'm really interested in this. It looks like it's going to be good, looks like it's going to be filled with ghost Pokemon, has just the right amount of spookiness, and it also looks gorgeous. So that's pretty cool. And another thing that happens is we see more of it through camping in the Japanese trailer. So it's awesome. There's ghosts. There's some psychics running around as well. Seems like it's just going to be a great area to explore and then find Pokemon inside of. And I hope there's like a black dog or other like really cool ghost type Pokemon from Generation 8 hanging out inside of here. Next up, existing things. These guys are kind of new. This is from September 4th. Now, the weird thing is, this is only from the Nintendo Direct when we got that Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer. At the very beginning of it, we see these dudes just kind of hanging out. Then the question becomes, what are these statues of? Is this the legendary Pokemon that goes beyond Zamazenta and Zacian? Is this Eternatus? Or is this actually like these pseudo-legendary Pokemon? There are some like slight differences maybe between these Pokemon as well. It's hard to tell because it's really far away. So is it one Pokemon being represented by, you know, a statue, like one species of Pokemon, or is it actually 2 different Pokemon and they're tied together in some kind of way? Like, this is a mystery, and it's a really wild looking creature, so we're just gonna have to wait and see how that plays out. But every trailer just has like a new Pokemon hidden inside of it, so more and more mysteries just keep on stacking on top of each other when it comes to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Next up, the Battle Stadium. The Battle Stadium is kind of a dream come true for me in many different ways. It looks like competitive Pokemon is finally being taken seriously by Game Freak, especially on the online. That if you go and play online, it actually means something and it becomes very meaningful. Like, you get item rewards. Pearl String doesn't sound like much, but instead of just playing 5 hours a day and getting nothing on the battle spot, now you're actually being rewarded with potentially useful competitive items, if not money. That way I can at least buy some proteins and stuff and then get some EVs for my next batch of training Pokemon. It's going to be pretty cool. There's also a rank system in competitive Pokemon in the official game. That's so cool. Like, technically we did the global link, but I mean, just randomly adding up your score on a feature that almost no one used. That's not really cool, but the global link is effectively going to be inside of the Pokemon game now. So Pokemon Sword and Shield, everything's going to be contained, and then there's actual tiers to it, and it's ranked, and it's meaningful, and then you get actual rewards because of it. That's awesome. And then maybe the greatest announcement to come from this, certain competitions may even grant you the chance to participate in the Pokemon Sword and Shield World Championships if you do well in them. That's amazing. That way you don't have to play through the stupid VGC championship point system, which is effectively pay to win and doesn't really say anything about a player's skill if they can just travel to 6 different regionals. So if you have money and time, then you get to game VGC. But if you're actually like a good player that doesn't have accessibility, then you have a chance to prove yourself in Pokemon Sword and Shields online. So I really just wanted to see the competitive hub, and this effectively seems like the competitive hub. So it really just boils down to it being competent. As long as it's better and more usable than the Festival Plaza and has like a lot of interactivity and connectivity that's better than PSS, we're gonna be good to go. Like, I love the idea of friendly competitions, but I hope that they really take a page out of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee's book. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, competitive is so easy that you just put up some symbols. You go Rattata, Bulbasaur, Eevee, and then you match with someone that's putting up Rattata, Bulbasaur, Eevee. Now, there might be more people playing Pokemon Sword and Shield online. Well, there's definitely going to be more people playing online. So maybe if you have, like, just a 5-number code, or maybe even letters or something. Just let me go 15823 or something, and then let me give that to someone else, and I can exchange friend codes. We can get into a battle. They can join my competitions if it's accessible. That's all that I want to see out of it. And then just a few other things like where the rewards go, how the world's qualification ends up working, and then also just the item list and what you receive for the tiers and stuff. So being like, it's looking really good. And now this is kind of where we transition into the wish listy kind of things, because on top of that, I do want to see global missions return. And I really like the idea of the Festival Plaza, even though it kind of sucked in the end. That I want to be able to have some kind of customizable hub area that if I participate in activities, I get rewards, or I get currency that I can use for rewards. Unfortunately, the Festival Plaza was just terrible on rewards, but I really like the idea of this. Everyone coming together and then doing global missions, and if we have like a lot of success and we have like a lot of people engaging and interacting with the Battle Stadium with all of these online features. And if there is a hub, like, it doesn't all have to be competitive. Festival Plaza isn't competitive, but there's also a Festival Plaza alongside, like a new and improved and worthwhile Festival Plaza alongside the Battle Stadium. That seems pretty nice, and because of that, we could maybe bring back missions and really kind of boast how strong and how amazing Pokemon Sword and Shield is. Now, what I find it funny is that, you know, how much of a failure the first 2 were for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then they effectively became auto successes. It was really weird. Like, even with the game being at its most dead, 2017, win as many lottos as possible, 1,000. We got 30,000. So, I mean, we were seeing, like, multitudes of success. Harvest Pokebeans, 75 million. It was insane, but I would like to see something like this. Like, maybe instead of just saying an all-or-nothing goal, that there's tiered goals. So at least if people work towards it, they would get some kind of reward on top of it, and that encourages people to at least attempt it, instead of looking at an impossible figure and then failing miserably. So yeah, like Game Freak, maybe a little too ambitious right there, but the Pokemon community was kind of already dying by the launch of Pokemon Sun and Moon, so we're just going to see where it goes. Other than that, I also just want to see the leaks come true, because Squavet and Greedon, why? Why haven't we seen these Pokemon yet? Well, we've seen them in the stands and on the shirts of people, and technically in like the trailer right as we're like shaking the berry trees, but I would just want like more. You know, are we going to get that Spike Ball Meowth as the Shield exclusive to Farfetch'd? Squavet Greedon, when are they going to be revealed? So, I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon on the table that we already know about, such as, you know, these guys, such as Yamper's Evolution. I just want to see more Pokemon reveals, and the reveals that we have lined up with the leaks, those sound pretty cool as well. So, like, I feel like this leak shouldn't last until the games end up coming out. I feel like with a leak that dropped in May, like this one, we should have all of this information by now, and then we're searching for a new fresh leak that actually gives us information, or we're just waiting for brand new information entirely. A lot of this still hasn't come true, so I just kind of want to see it finally fulfill, and then see what else is left in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And then back to the wishlisty stuff, I just want open exploration for the region of Galar. That you can do the gyms in almost any order. Like, any order would kind of be a little insane, but I would like it to where if you could have a little bit of choice between the gyms, and then depending on which gym you beat in what order, it might have like a level cap that raises for all the other gyms or something. Now, that's just something that we've wanted to see in Pokemon forever. And it seems like it would just make so much sense in Galar that even the wild area on the page, it says that it connects many towns in the Galar region. So you can use that, just kind of jump from place to place while dodging wild Pokemon trying to hunt you down in the wild area and then get some other things accomplished. That'd be really cool. Now the layout also makes this seem possible. A lot of the caves just kind of crisscross and jump around wherever. There's trains that can take you to different towns. There's just natural paths, and then you can just kind of end up whatever. However, if you go on the Pokemon Sword and Shield website, we can see the levels of some of the gyms and also the difficulty that might be posed. Like, we have Scorbunny as level 15. So the first gym looks to be Milo, just from how it was structured, how it was revealed and stuff like that. So level 15 by the first gym, and then the signature Pokemon is going to be level 19, and then that's also where Dynamax gets pretty insane. But Nessa, only level 24. So Nessa, Milo, that seems like it's going to be really quick, really easy, but when it comes to the other gyms that we've seen, we haven't seen any levels from Alistair's Pokemon. So it's kind of weird. And then also from the trailers, we've seen the Dugtrio Monument inside the trailers as well. So the exploration, it seems accessible. We've seen inside the caves as early as the first Pokemon Sword and Shield revealed. So I don't know how much it's going to kind of like fall together, or if there's actually going to be meaningful choice inside of Galar, and if there is, then that just makes it incredible. Also, 8 gyms have been confirmed. Can't really see 8 gyms on the map, so there's a few more that are hidden, and then we're just really going to watch these games take off. And yeah, that's kind of what we have at this point, because I've been sitting on this video for a couple months, but whatever I want to see more of, we end up getting more information about. Like Bede and Marnie, it's like, well, they're in the league, so they're going to be cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool. We also had cooking, so I just want to know about cooking because from the E3 demo, we see ingredients. And then we finally got to learn about cooking, so if I made this video in like late August, I would have just been like next week getting my answer, but I already know about it. Now we already know. This is going to be cool. We've seen some gameplay, we've seen some shops. There was that, what was it that happened? Was it Gamescom? It's a Gamescom that happened like Europe or something, where we got that little 2-minute trailer from Amori where we see the first town. So I mean, like, oh, I got to see information I want about the first town. I get to see a lot of these things falling into place. So really just kind of online hub and the city at the top. But the city at the top, you know, there's really nothing more to see than what we already have. Seems like it. This has been here since day 1 of Pokemon Sword and Shield as well. So there's a lot of mysteries. There's a lot of things hiding in plain sight. A couple of things start to become more apparent and have aha moments behind them. But overall, yeah, we're just waiting for new stuff at this point. I think that's pretty cool. Or also just kind of adding to the wish list and really want to see these games be as good as they can possibly be. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.